to Wanna Bet, the daily gambling game show that takes betting seriously like not much else. Get our favorite plays on the totals, sides, props, exotics, and futures to jump on now. So let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Så tycker som känner konsolbabba konsolferino. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason and
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a late night edition of Wanna Bet. This is technically the December 12th edition. It is almost midnight here in the East Coast of the United States of America, and we have finally gotten through a Thursday night game that looked like it was never going to end, which continued what's been a very good week for us, a bounce back week for me, and Beltway Ben continues to get it done. And we want to get you guys bet 7 days a week, so that's what we do. We've got some work stuff in the morning that's going to keep us from being able to do this. So this is the best time for us to do it, and it gives people more time to watch before these games start getting going Friday night. If you're new to the show, first, second, third down, 3 favorite plays we've made since yesterday's show. Fourth down, we try to give you guys long-term plays, long shot plays, fourth and long, or fourth and short, quick hitters to get you paid quickly in games. First half, first period, first goal. Overtime, got to get you guys at least a couple of football parlays every single day. And unlike most of the mooks and jackasses in this business, we show our work and we are fully transparent. Here's where things stand. We've each logged about 1,000 bets now, each, over 1,000 bets. And since we launched this show on May 21st, Iowa State looked like they might pull away and do what I thought they were going to do after a terrible first half. But I give Iowa a lot of credit. They hung in there. The Blazers game went over easy. Green Bay made me sweat a little bit. We haven't had a bet slip in a couple days. How about that Tulsa team total the other night? They hit 90 points with 8 minutes left to play. The Lakers over last night went over by a country mile. We hit the Bijan over 20 yards, long reception prop. Should have hit the over 30, that catch down the sidelines. Man, if he just drags his toe. Algier didn't get any goal line opportunities. I mean, he would have if they existed. Bijan scored from 8 or 10 out. And Cousins was throwing touchdown passes. Who'd have thunk that? But yeah, it's been a good week. We had a undefeated day in the Champions League on Wednesday. So it's good to be back in the green. Beltway Ben, Mooney, in the final drive there, hits. Oh, yeah, and Cousins couldn't throw a pick. Got my pick from Baker. Thought Cousins would have been good for a pick. How have the last 2 days been for you?
Yeah, bad Wednesday night. The blowout in the Thunder game summed up everything. Luka having 2 assists at halftime and then going for 6 in the second half and just falling one short hurt us. We did cash the over with you and another play there, but it was not a good Wednesday. Now tonight, you mentioned Mooney. That was the finish for the night. He was under his receptions and his receiving yards before. And, I'm not even going to be extremely grateful for the luck because Davis Sills getting every look in that game for Kirk Cousins was very odd because every time he threw the ball to Sills, he was able to hit him in the hands. The guy just couldn't catch the football. But every throw to Mooney was into the ground. He just could not get the ball to Mooney in the air. But ultimately, it was very sweaty. We get just enough. If you didn't see, Darnell Mooney catches a screen pass on the final passing play for that offense and gets 6 yards or 7 yards to get us to 35 and also catches reception. So that was good. We got the Bucks touchdowns that we needed. James Harden fell 3 points short. He had a big second half, but the first half wasn't enough. Ultimately, we did have a fine Thursday night to somewhat get back for what we lost on Wednesday.
Well, you've been excellent. I got to work my way back up and trying some different strategies. Again, we're always course correcting. Oh yeah, Ben, we got a good email too, even though the guy's from Calvert Hall. So let's try to remember to read that real quick at the end of the show. Because we've been asking people, hey, correspond with us. Jump in the comments. send us an email to wannabetwithus@gmail.com. Hey, if you have a business and you want to first down sponsored by your business, that'd be a good thing to email us about too. All right, let's get it going. First down for me. I've made a few bets on Cal Baptist this season and haven't talked about them on the show yet, but I've been watching them and they've been taking care of business. Basically, if they play you and you're not a top 150 team in this country, they smash you. They're playing Eastern Washington. Eastern Washington's probably not a top 250 team in this great country of ours. Ken Palm's got them at 237. That might be a little bit generous. I like Cal Baptist to cover 3.5 here, Beltway Bend, -111. Cal Baptist took Utah to overtime. Tough with some tougher teams. Cal Baptist destroys the boards. They're good for 42 rebounds a game. They are a top 20 rebounding team in this great country of ours, Beltway Bend. They also are elite defending the three ball. They are a top 50 3-point defensive team. The one thing Eastern Washington does pretty well is shoot the three. 123rd against a Cal Baptist team that can play a little bit of an old school throwback style. And you're also looking at Eastern Washington allowing opponents to shoot over 48% from the floor, giving up 83 points a game and routinely giving up 90. Cal Baptist beat them by 11 last year, and I think they can beat them by multiple possessions here. Go Cal Baptist. You know, maybe Cal Baptist and Houston Christian. Was it Dallas? Is that even right? Yeah, Houston Christian. Maybe those guys could go into the Hall of Fame together, Ben. I think that would be kind of apropos.
They're on a very, very good track, I will say. You got to start it off for them, but Houston Christian is absolutely on a good track. When you did you fade them or stayed away and they completely got blown out?
Stayed
Remember
away.
that? And
Stayed away.
So shout out to
know
them.
when to hold them, know when to fold them.
Absolutely. First down, we're going to Saturday play. It's rare that I give an NBA play out 2 days in advance, especially a prop, but you can get that right now because of the NBA Cup and how important these games are. You're getting early lines. Been a while. Been a long time.
Wow, nice.
Been a very long time.
GG, 2 units.
Yes, to win 2 units. So this is a very juice
double
play.
douche.
Yeah,
let's go.
You're going to be betting over 3 to get 2 here. It's a big play for me. I'm very confident that SGA bounces back for 30-plus points on Saturday against a San Antonio defense. Like, rumors are Wemby's going to play, or they feel good that he can be back. If he's back or if he's not, SGA is going to be SGA. I mean, he's scoring 30-plus points against the best defenses and against the worst. Now, the other night, usually plays the full third quarter, ends up getting pulled early because they were just up so many points, and it's hard to point the finger at Dagnall, but, I mean, he was just short, almost got there, and we did lose that bet, and I'm fine with that. I think the Spurs can keep this game a little closer. The Spurs have shown they can score with the better teams. Jason broke it down in a big way, how bad they've been defensively. Without Wemby, it's 2 completely different teams. But if Wemby does play and they're able to shut down some of the other guys and Jalen Williams and all of those players, SGA is still going to get to the free throw line, still going to get to the basket and do what he does best, lead that team in scoring. This is an important game. I mentioned it the other day, but in last year's NBA Cup, we saw him go for 30 in 2 of 3 games. The finals was the only one he went under, and they got blown out by the Bucks, and it was just a very, very weird game. I think, especially at home, I think SGA comes ready to play here. Give me 30-plus points for SGA to win 2 units play. A GG here. A very rare GG. We haven't went back to GG in a while.
Nice. Always great when Ghazala gets an appearance on the show. Second down for me, we're going to lay 7.5 with the Mavericks against the Brooklyn Nets. You can get that juice in our favor, -102. Brooklyn's been better lately. Brooklyn's been respectable, but Brooklyn has really struggled with Western Conference teams. 1-3-1 against the spread. They really struggled with them last year too. And I like how Dallas has looked since AD's come back. And they've got plenty of rest now. They've been able to practice while the NBA Cup stuff's been going on. This is a Mavs team that's covered 5 of their last 7. They've won 4 of their last 5. Their last 3 victories are by double digits. Brooklyn is still a really flawed team that is in full-blown tank mode. And Dallas is showing some signs of life lately and playing good basketball. So it's as simple as that for me. I I think Dallas wins this game by more than 10 points, and I like this number at 7.5.
I will stay in the NBA here for second down. We will go to a play that, with no Lonzo, I like a lot in this spot against the Bulls. We're going to go with Miles Bridges over 29.5 points and rebounds, which you can get at minus 120 right now. Again, we're doing the show right now, 12:06 a.m. in Eastern time. So you don't have much time to get this here because I'm telling you now, I think as the day goes on, I've already seen it
Yeah.
in other books, extra juiced. By the time you see this or hear this, it might be bigger, but I still will tell you and advise you to play what you can get it at. I just think it's going to be a really, really strong game for Miles Bridges. And it's not as much about him. I mean, this is a guy who's aggressive, looking to score the basketball, and he absolutely has to be when you have LaMelo Ball off the court. And like the rookies playing good basketball, I get all that, but Miles Bridges is a vet, and he's been aggressive, and he knows what he has to bring. And this is a 2.5-point spread, as you can see on the ticker here. It's supposed to be a close game. The Bulls, they're frustrated. A lot of things have been going wrong for them. And that's a big reason why I'm attacking them here. Their defense has been so damn bad. Now, offensively, they can score with the best of them. They can put up 120 plus points. But in those games, they're also shooting a lot. They're allowing more rebounds than all but 4 teams in the NBA right now. And then points wise, I mean, they're allowing more points than all but like 3 or 4 teams as well. So the Bulls, the defense isn't adjusting. Like there's teams like the Pacers who, as bad as they've been, their defense has gotten better and better as the year's gone on. The Bulls, it's gotten worse and worse. We saw the red hot start, and everybody was talking about Donovan and then finally figuring it out. Now you're talking about trading Kobe White, and how can you try to fix things? Like, this defense is just not good. And Miles Bridges, as I said, is an aggressive scorer. He's an aggressive player. I do think he'll be strong on the glass as well, but here we'll take him for both. Over 29.5 points and rebounds at minus 120.
Third down for me. Right now, we're too far removed from the game to be able to start playing around with alt lines and adding that into parlay pieces. But I did make 2 bets on the Wizards Cavs game before that NFL game started. I parlayed 4 more rebounds for Lonzo Ball with 10 or more rebounds for Evan Mobley at plus 153. And I also wagered on Ball to have 6 rebounds or more at plus 162 on its own. We've chronicled on this show how bad the Wizards are on the boards. And this is a Cavs team that's fresh. It's a Cavs team that doesn't have Jared Allen. And it's a Cavs team that has bullied the Wizards. They beat the Wizards 13 straight times. They've won by 33, by 10, by 10, by 31, by 19, by 9, by 8, by 24, by 39, by 23, by 23, by 10, by 6. A lot of those lopsided, which means guys like Ball get a little more run than they normally would get. And this is a guy who's averaging 5 rebounds a game despite only playing 24 minutes. He's got a rebound percentage of 61%, best on that team. And oftentimes it's not the true big, especially when he gets to play against the Wizards bench, who ends up feasting from a rebound perspective. But obviously Mobley is the true big, and Mobley's averaging 9 a game, and Mobley's leading the team in rebound opportunities, and we don't have to worry about what chunk of this Jared Allen gets because he's hurt. Mobley's got 10 or more rebounds in 3 of his last 4 against the Wiz. As I mentioned, he's averaging 9.1 per game on 16 rebound opportunities, playing 34 minutes. We've played a lot of guys rebounding against the Wizards, and these aren't the only 2 who will probably end up going over and maybe going over by quite a number. And how's it been going for Mobley lately with Jared Allen out? He's got 10 or more rebounds in 7 of his last 9 games. So, again, Spotify's Apple Bottom. Mobley and Lonzo Ball. Rebound parlay. Mobley to get at least 10. Ball to get at least 4 at plus 153. And I also played Ball 6 or more rebounds plus 162.
Funny you talk about that game, Jason. We're going to attack it as you would
expect. I'm shocked that you're. We haven't had a Wizards game. We had like 1 Wizards game in a week. Yeah, we're both going through withdrawal.
Right. No, for sure. No, I mean, you mentioned everything that you needed to there. The Wizards are allowing north of 50 rebounds per game, which is the most in the NBA over their last 5. And again, I talk about it on here a lot. when I look at trends, when I look at splits of last 5, last 7, full game, I like to see who has struggled from the beginning of the season and what has continued,
Yeah.
in these 5 to 7 game sample sizes. And the Wizards are one of those teams that you see allowing more rebounds than everybody in every single game all year. It means nothing is going to change, and it's going to continue. This is a team who we talked about a lot during the preseason. They're tanking for that pick. They want that pick, and they're chucking shots. They're playing ugly basketball, and the coach will be fired hopefully soon at the end of the season. But no,
Yeah.
they're allowing a lot of rebounds. Evan Mobley is the guy. Jason mentioned Jarrett Allen is still out. That's pretty big here for a guy in Mobley who, when he's been out, has cleared 10 pretty regularly. I mean, this could be a game where we see him get to 14. The reason I took it at 10, for me, I'm scared about that fourth quarter. Like the Cavs, Donovan Mitchell heats up. It scares me a little bit. Now, with that being said, we're also going to attack the assist market. And we're going to go with Darius Garland over 6.5 assists at minus 140. Again, whenever you're hearing this, I'm not sure what the number will be. It'll probably be up a number. If you see a 7.5, I would stay away. Before my official play here, 6.5. He played 32 minutes his last time out. Like, he's been dealing with some injuries. I get all of that, and I totally understand. But for this spot here, I don't know. Like, I like what Garland has done when he's been on the court. They let him handle the rock, even dealing with the foot injury. And when he's dealt with it, comes back in a bunch of games earlier this year. We saw him clear this number. Under and 2 straight, I get all that. But in other games, we saw him grab or get 7 to 8 assists. And this is a Wizards team that's allowing more assists than anybody in the NBA. And now you're telling me with Donovan Mitchell, as hot as he's been, as good as he's been scoring the basketball, Garland won't be able to work that. The pick and roll with Mobley, who has really taken a step forward scoring this year. I think it's going to be a big offensive game. And Darius Garland should have a lot of success assisting.
Nice. All right, fourth down. I've got some legitimate fourth and longs, and I've also got some Chase Brown plays that I'm stuffing in here because I don't know. I guess it's a long time till Sunday still. I'm just trying to. I'm giving you guys bets that I've placed and trying to figure out when to give them out and which ones I can maybe hold because I don't think they're going to lose as much value. And so, I mean, I got plays in here that I've made that are for days to come. And here's when I think I'll probably give them out, but who knows? If the numbers start changing, maybe we'll get there sooner. Anyway, we think the Seahawks are going to be able to chuck the ball all over the Colts. Now, one thing the Colts have done is they don't give up a lot of passing touchdowns. So I don't love those markets, but I want to dive into the explosives because Sauce Gardner's hurt and because DeForest Buckner's hurt and because the Colts play a ton of cover one. They play as much cover one as anybody. They play almost 50% cover one. Sam Darnold is a cover one busting mamba jamba. Over 10 air yards per attempt against cover one. Over 9 yards, just net yards per attempt against cover one. 114.4 passer rating to cover one. He hits Smith and Jigba a lot. They know where the seams are against cover one. And so I think they both go off here with some explosives. Sam Darnold, longest completion over 36.5 yards. You can find that at minus 111. And Jackson Smith and Jigba, longest reception over 28.5 yards, minus 110. Look, Indianapolis defense on the road, longest completions allowed in a game. 39, 47, 18. That was against Pittsburgh, and Rodgers wasn't throwing the ball at all. 53, 88, 27. That was Cam Ward in Tennessee. So basically, they're giving them up from 40 or more at least once a game on the road. Smith and Jigba at home. How about with his long reception? Well, it was 17 against Minnesota, but remember that game, Beltway Ben. Darnold only threw the ball 12 times because what's his nuts? Number 9 was throwing interception after interception after interception. Or was that the kid who replaced number 9? Either way, Seattle didn't throw the ball. So Smith and Jigba's long there was 17. How about his other games at home? 43, 26, 53, 45, and 40. Home or road, take that out of it. Smith and Jigba has a reception of 29 yards or more in 9 games this season. We finally saw Shaheed come to life a little bit. Now that's another deep threat who's found his way in this offense. And it's, again, a Colts defense that has allowed 10 completions of 25 yards or more in the last 4 games. That's troubling. I think this is a good time for Seattle and that very good offensive line to be facing a limp pass rush for the Colts. We're also going to jump on Chase Brown here. We were all over him the last time the Ravens played the Bengals, and that's coming around again on Sunday. So we've played this. Chase Brown to have 25 or more receiving yards, plus 135. And Chase Brown to have 5 or more receptions at plus 240. Jason, why didn't you just parlay those together? Well, between all the major books right now, the ones who have it available and the ones who don't, the numbers were so disparate that I played them separately. So the best rushing yard prop for the 25 is at DraftKings. That's the plus 120, 135. The reception prop, 5 or more, plus 240, that's at Bet 365. This dude caught all 7 targets against the Ravens 2 weeks ago for 35 yards. The one game he started against the Ravens last year, 9 catches on 11 targets for 52 yards. He's been routinely going over this. He's got 7 targets or more in 3 of the last 5 games. He has at least 20 yards receiving in 7 of the last 10 games. The Ravens suck defending anybody in the slot, including running backs when they get split out there. And they suck just covering running backs in general. Roquan Smith's one of the more overrated players in the NFL. Kyle Hamilton is usually on the tight end, and that means running backs on wheel routes and seam routes feast. Pittsburgh's running backs last weekend, Beltway Ben, against the Ravens. 9 catches on 10 targets for 66 yards. We've seen Gibbs, Achane, Smith, Aaron Jones, Brees Hall, Chase Brown when he faced them the last time, Swift, all these guys be basically right at that 25-yard mark or damn close to it. And Joe Burrow likes throwing the ball to this guy and sustaining drives. When P. Ryan's markets form, we will probably be. I will definitely be on them.
I'm right there.
Maybe
with
that'll
you.
be.
I'm right
maybe
there
that'll
with
be
you.
on Sunday show.
Yeah.
It's in my notes for possible for Sunday show.
Yep.
But for now, let's get on those Chase Browns because, like, I got it at 145 actually when I played that, and that was like early this morning or early, I guess technically now early yesterday morning, and it's already down to plus 135.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's all my forecasts. Yes.
I'm absolutely with you there. P. Ryan is the name that just kept to me standing out. Here we will play. I don't know what to do here. We're in a spot where we don't have the first quarter assists. So again, follow me on Twitter at BH Journalist. You will see it there. You can find it on Wanna Bet with Us Twitter tomorrow at some point. As soon as this number populates, I'm up early because Jason mentioned earlier, we're doing something with work. I will have it out on my Twitter, and I'll have a little bit more of a write-up just for anybody who didn't catch it. I like him over his first quarter assist for 4th and short. But the 4th and long here, I was going to make another play just because I wanted to give you guys something else that has actual odds that you can actually take right now if you're up with us at 12-19 and have nothing better to do. Miles Bridges over 7.5. Absolutely. I mean, live at 12-19. Again, we cater to the people. So the people that complain about, and we have a very good fan base, everybody who shows love all the time, but also the people that complain about whatever the color of the sky with us, just weirdos, whatever. But no.
Why is this laptop not charging?
Is it about to die on us?
Oh boy. Well, I think my there's like some exposed wires and stuff on this thing. Like Charles gonna have a new charger, I think maybe. It was working. There we go. Okay.
You back?
All right. It's not good. It's not great. Look, can you even see this? See how these are like frayed?
Yeah, you
see that like that. Like if I really jam it in there. That's what she said. Okay.
I was gonna say
I gotta get a new. He's probably got one laying around, don't you think, back there? I mean, we're not in tomorrow, but anyhow.
Your connection's starting to cut a little bit too. It's the time of the night.
It's late for me, man.
It is late for you. Anybody all fair.
I'm an old ass man.
I told Jason as soon as we started this. I texted him that I was finishing the betting slip right at the end of the game, and he hadn't responded for like 3 minutes, and I was like, "He's sleeping. Jason fell asleep. It was
I was in
late,
here getting everything set up.
and he made it. So shout out to
Yeah,
Jason.
I made it.
At that age, you're a young man. You're a young man, but um, to stay awake this late, it's impressive. I got to
Yeah.
give it to you.
I should have been cranking the Doctor, Please, though. I should have been cranking up my preparation. UFO, Doctor, Please. There's a reason Iron Maiden take the stage to that song. Mix whatever you're doing. When you put the betting slip together, Beltway Ben,
Yeah.
go into the little thingy there, YouTube's whatever, put in UFO, Doctor.
Yeah, I'll definitely make sure I get on that one. I will. I'll thank you for that pointer.
Yeah,
I
I'm
will
always thinking about
absolutely.
you, Beltway Ben.
Yeah, always, always. But no, fourth and long. I'm gonna call it fourth and long because you're gonna have to wait to the whole game. Actually, hopefully you
Yeah,
don't.
yeah.
Hopefully he
I
hits
like
this
that.
in the first half. But if I'm on his points, why not go with his field goals made? Now, Sexton is out. LaMelo Ball is out, and LaMelo Ball has only missed one game over his last five. In that game, we saw Miles Bridges clear that number, and that was with him going 0 for 6 from three. Now
Yeah.
Sexton's been out for two straight games, but the combination of both of them leaves scoring in a big struggle for this team. And it's going to have to be Bridges. Can he get to the free throw line and beat them that way? Yes, but he's also tough going to the basket, can finish inside, and can usually shoot the ball. I know he went 0 for 6 the other night, but against the Bulls, their perimeter defense sucks, their interior defense sucks, and he is as I said before, a bully type of player. So I think he'll
Yeah.
get it done. And this is some juice right now, but I'm fine paying that.
Cool. All right. Overtime, I got a football parlay and a soccer parlay. Let's start with Jared Goff. I told you guys I'm going to be on that Rams Lions game some different ways. We've already done our plays on Stafford. Give me Jared Goff to throw at least 2 passing touchdowns and 250 yards in this revenge game, plus 150. He's thrown 2 or more touchdowns in 7 of his last 10. He's thrown for 250 or more in 6 in a row. The Rams' pass defense has been a little saggy lately. They've allowed 5 passing touchdowns in their last 2 games. And I think this is going to be pinball football. I think this could kind of be like that Bills-Rams game late last season a year ago. What have people been doing against the Rams lately? Well, Brissett threw for 263 and 2 touchdowns. Darnold threw for 279, no touchdowns because he threw 4 picks, but that was a little odd. How about Purdy, 319 and 3 touchdowns? How about Jalen Hurts, 202 and 3 touchdowns? How about Mac Jones in the other 49ers game, 333 and 2 touchdowns? Look, will they be able to run the ball in the Rams? I mean, a little bit. I mean, they can run it on everybody, I guess, except for the Packers. But I think Stafford's going to be able to hit big shots against the Lions defense where that lack cover people and really lack pass rush. I think something's up with Hutchinson. Either way, Goff's going to have to keep pace. So I honestly feel like these numbers are quasi-conservative for the plus 150. And then there's one soccer play. We're going to have a lot of soccer plays this weekend. There's one I wanted to give out now. This match kicks off at 9:30 in Die Bundesliga in Hoffenheim. Hamburg versus Hoffenheim. You can watch this on ESPN Plus. I don't know that we're going to definitely have a show that we would have. I would get to this bet by 9:30 on Saturday, and actually, I'd probably have to do it at 9 a.m. on Saturday or earlier to make sure you had it in time. But I like it. Hoffenheim's last 3 home matches: 3-0 victory, 3-1 victory, 3-0 victory. So yeah, over 1.5 team goals for Hoffenheim. I likes it. They've scored 15 goals in their last 7 Bundesliga matches overall. They're also in good form. They've won 3 of those 5 with the draw in there. They are especially good at home right now. And Hamburg do not travel well. Yeah, they're 0-2-4 in 6 road Bundesliga matches. And they have a hard time scoring goals. Overall, their last 5, they've got 1 draw and 4 defeats. And I like the way Hoffenheim attack. They're pushing for a European place. They've got a shot to be in the Champions League next year. They play attractive football, and I think they're good for 2 goals and a victory. Against Hamburg, that's a minus 115 parlay.
Yes. Here we're gonna go to the Ravens Bengals matchup. I just went back and forth. Ultimately landed on Mark. I thought I was going to go likely, but I just when you got a gut
I might
feeling,
go Kohler.
I wouldn't hate that either. But when you have a gut feeling, I ultimately always go with it. I would
Yep.
also suggest take Mark Andrews 40 plus receiving yards by itself. You can make that an official play. So we'll go with his regular yards at minus 110, and we're also going to play this parlay here. Mark Andrews 40 plus receiving yards, and the Ravens total over 23.5 points at plus 150. Now, Andrews, it's been up and down. He cleared 40 the last time, but outside of that, he hasn't had a great year. Now they just extended him. Now you can look at the extension a couple of different ways. It could potentially just be a 1 year thing, depending how
It could be a
things go.
big FU to Isaiah Likely.
As that absolutely could. It absolutely could. But
Or
Andrews is going to be
Johnny
on the
Cash
field.
would do it like this. Give you the double bird. You ever seen that picture?
Yes.
Johnny Cash, the man in black, flipping the double bird.
Yes. I
Freaking iconic.
Absolutely. I actually have seen that one. There's not a lot of stuff that you talk about that I
That you have any idea
understand.
what I'm saying?
No, but that one I do.
Johnny Cash, bad Mamba Jamba. We love Johnny Cash.
Yes. But no, here, Mark Andrews, listen, the Bengals defense sucks, and I'm going to continue to say it. They can throw some more rookies out there and tell you that it's being fixed. The Ravens offense
Throw another shrimp on the Bobby.
And the Ravens offense shot themselves in the foot the last time they matched up. They had a number of different opportunities. Now, you can't all put all the blame, on the Ravens and not give any credit to the Bengals. Those types of plays, it takes two sides. So, no, they forced some big plays, but I do think this Ravens offense is going to come ready to go against a team which last week, Dalton Kincaid's been out as long as he has, and they said they didn't even know if he was going to play until right before the game. Well, Dalton Kincaid comes right back and immediately beats them. Now, Isaiah Likely, could he have some success here? Yes, he had it the last time. But Andrews did as well. We've seen two tight ends do it. And Jason just mentioned Kohler. Wouldn't surprise me if he did as well. Like Rashad Bateman last year, I know you guys talked about it on the radio the other day, but it's pretty clear what last year was compared to the rest. Lamar's not comfortable throwing his way anymore. Zay Flowers, he'll have some success. But outside of those two and one or two targets to D-Hop, there's going to be a lot of emphasis on getting the tight ends involved. And I think we see it here with both guys. I also like the team total because, as I said, I don't think that this is going to be a low-scoring game. If you want to beat Joe Burrow and the Bengals at home, you have to score points. And Lamar, I know he's banged up. I know he hasn't been good, but he's had a lot of success in Cincinnati with this offense.
Yeah, no, I think this game is, even though it's supposed to be cold, yada yada yada. I think it's a shootout. I might be playing a Kohler anytime touchdown. Like, I feel like that's something that should be like a plus 650, plus 750 if it's in that range. I'll probably be on it. If they're trying to get over on us, then I won't. I drank this whole thing during the football game. Do you believe me?
Does that help you stay up?
No, I think I'd be really sick if I drank this. This has been in the fridge like for a week.
I could kill that.
I do like me some diet Arnold Palmer half and half.
I used to drink a lot of Arnold Palmer.
Arizona iced tea, man. It's good stuff. It's only like $1.
Yes. Well, they
haven't killed that part of the economy yet.
I think it's coming. I'm pretty sure it's coming. Yeah. The owner didn't want to do it, but they forced it. Other places.
But it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Everything I've been reading is like it's still $1. It's still $1.
Yeah. But I saw somewhere.
Even if they went to $2, it'd still be worth it. I like that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I don't drink 40s anymore. Since I don't drink any alcohol anymore, you grab that big one. It's like I feel like it's a throwback to drinking a St. Ides or something. All right, put the ticket up if you don't mind, Beltway Ben. There we go. I'm back in the green. Got to get way in the green. Beltway Ben's been in the green pretty much all the time. So we will see you guys next Saturday morning. You thinking 9:30 or something like that? Is that still what you're thinking?
Yep.
Around 9:30 on Saturday. Then we will be back at 11 a.m. on Sunday, as we always are. And then the Monday shows are usually a little earlier, so around 10. And yeah, Ben told you guys we'll have some bets. Since this show is so far removed from these games, if we see anything else we like, we will put it. We'll put it on our various Twitters. Oh yeah, real quick, I'll read the email from Sean Kean. He writes, as a proud Calvert Hall grad, sorry JLC about the Turkey Bowl. Yeah, Calvert Hall beat Loyola in the Turkey Bowl. Our best player, Kari Adams, who's headed to Notre Dame, was like basically suspended for the game. Otherwise, we would have won. We still should have won anyway. Anyway, Sean goes on to write, I've always been a fan of Sean Tucker, but your mentions of Sean Tucker motivated me to pick Sean Tucker for the FanDuel touchdown jackpot promo, and it won. Thank you. I'll be enjoying a large bonus bet from FanDuel as a result. Big fan of the show. I appreciate all the work that you and JLC do. Yeah, I mean, the headline of the email was thank you, Ben. So there you go, Beltway Ben, helping the people as you always.
I did say I didn't know who it would be, but they just filter guys in. So that was just, it was kind of crazy. He comes out, but yes, congrats on the big cash. But as soon as I saw him score, I'm like, wow, good thing I didn't flirt with any running backs here because I probably would have ended up going Bucky.
Yeah. So there you go, guys. We appreciate everybody tuning in. We will be back on Saturday morning with probably Bundesliga, definitely Premiership, definitely college hoops, definitely NBA, and definitely NFL because that's what we do. You want to bet, we want to bet. Thank you for late night betting with us.